And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale our arms up. We're going to exhale our right arm down and reach over with our left. So a side stretch now from standing, exploring this in different positions. And then inhaling up. Exhale our left arm down, reach over with our right. Again, trying to keep our right shoulder pulling back. And then inhale up. Gaze up at the sky. Exhale, fold, hinging at your hips. Long spine to come down or halfway down. We'll all come halfway up now, that flat back. And we're going to fold in again, bend your knees so your hands can come down, and we're just going to bring our left leg back and down to a low lunge. And your back toes could untuck, or you could keep them tucked under for balance. And your left knee, you're going to slowly come up to your hands on your thigh. Your left knee could be right under your hip, or you could scoot it back more for a little more stretch in the left quad. This way. Up to you. And now we're going to explore lifting our arms up. So if you feel like this isn't good on your shoulders, you want to keep your hands down, you can always do that. Breathing here. So this is low lunge or Anjaneyasana. And we're going to explore a twist from here. We're going to bring our arms forward, keeping our left hand forward. We're going to open up our right arm back. So you're going to face towards the playground. Or no, sorry, Thin River. Yeah. And take one more breath here. And then slowly with your inhale, come back up through center, arms lift up. Maybe gazing up now, coming into a slight back bend, thinking about drawing your hips in towards one another, the navel drawing in towards the spine. So engaging in the glutes, the hips, the low belly to help support your back bend. And now we're going to try a side stretch from here. We're going to bring just our right hand down to our right thigh and reach up with our left fingertips and then over to the right. Breathing here, just noticing how this feels in your body. And then inhale back up through center. Both arms reach up one more time. And exhale, hands sweep down. And what we're going to do is we're going to lift, tuck our left toes under, lift our back knee, and bring our right leg back to plank. So you can always take your time and adjust. You can always do kneeling plank with your knees down. We're going to take one more breath here. Again, building that fire, that heat, the tapas. And then we're going to exhale, come all the way down. Elbows in by your sides. And then inhale, lift up to Cobra Bhujangasana. Relaxing the shoulders. And then slowly come down. Move up through kneeling plank. Tuck your toes under and lift back and up to downward facing dog. Taking a few breaths here in down dog, or taking child's or table. And now this time we're going to do it a little different. We're going to walk our hands back towards our legs, come into the half lift at the back of our mat. And then exhale, fold in if that's okay for your body. Inhale now, arms reach out like wings, long spine lifting up. Arms come overhead, and then hands come down to heart center. And release your hands down. We're going to walk towards the front of our mat. So we're going to do the same Anjaneyasana sequence on the other side. So finding your mountain again here. Okay. And then we'll inhale up. We'll explore our side stretch a little differently now. So we're going to hold our left wrist with our right hand, reach over to the right, and then we're going to shift the weight onto our right leg and lift our left leg out and up to the side. It could be just a tiny bit, it could be a lot. Your foot is flexed, and your toes are still pointing forward towards me. Slowly then come back up. Take a moment to lift up with both arms, maybe a slight standing back bend here. And then with your next exhale, hold the right wrist gently, pull it up and over, shift the weight onto the left leg, and maybe lift the right leg a little or a lot. And again, one side should be different, balance is often different side to side. And then when you're ready, slowly coming back up, lifting up, and exhale, fold. Long spine hinging from your hips. Come up halfway. And now we're going to bring our right leg back. So bending your knees a lot so your hands come down. Bring your right leg back and drop your knee. And so a couple options here. Keeping your toes tucked under can help if you feel a little wobbly. And especially because we're outside, sometimes gazing up can really throw off our balance. So that's a little tip to help with that. And then you can adjust where you want your right knee. It could stay right under your hip, or it could go further back. And then your hands will come up to your thigh. Take a couple of breaths here, finding your steadiness. So connecting back to the earth like we did at the beginning, feeling grounded. And then when you feel ready, you might lift your arms. And again, this is just an option, so finding what feels best for you. If your shoulders feel really hunched up or tight, maybe bring your arms wider. And now we're going to bring both arms straight forward. We're going to come into the twist again here. We're going to keep our right arm forward and reach back and open up with our left. So you could gaze out to the side towards the playground, or maybe even gaze back towards your back hand. Good. And from here, slowly come back up, taking your time, lifting both arms. Maybe taking a slight back bend here, thinking about drawing everything in and up to support your back bend. And then your left hand will come to your thigh. Reach your right fingertips up and then slightly over. Feeling the side stretch here. So we've done side stretches seated, hands and knees, standing, and now from this lunge. And then coming up, one more time, lifting up. And with your next exhale, let your arms sweep down. Taking your time to adjust and come back to plank or kneeling plank, up to you. So bringing your your left leg back, taking a breath or two in plank or kneeling plank. So if you're in plank or kneeling plank, thinking about long neck so your head isn't falling, and then slowly lowering down with control. You can always drop your knees first, elbows in, all the way down, elbows stay in as you inhale and lift your chest to cobra. And then from here, back to kneeling plank, and then back to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana.